Hi guys.
Hello guys. Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. I know that we might people might be sleeping by now, but
Yeah,
then
it's
we are
already late.
still
Sorry about that, but we have to do this live because this is a very special day because today is the Galaxy Note,
Note
8
8
day.
launch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the phone is launching in New York right now, and luckily for us, and maybe for you guys, we have our hands on a unit right here. This is
Galaxy Note 8.
Yeah.
Where is it?
somewhere
Here.
on the table. We'll
Sorry,
look for it.
I'm also busy. I just went live on YouTube as well.
Yeah, so this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Sorry for the dusty surface. But this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Yeah, it's the real deal. It's got all sorts of sensors, all sorts of upgraded specs. A bigger screen, as you can see, it's now 6.3 inches
Bigger
diagonally.
than
Yeah.
a little bigger than the S8 Plus, right?
Yeah, hence the hashtag do bigger things.
Yes.
Because
Sorry, guys.
you can certainly do a lot with this much screen real estate. As usual, the resolution is 2K. It's 2960 if I'm not mistaken by 1440. Again, the aspect ratio is 18:9 as with the previous Galaxy S8 flagship. There.
So just
So
stop
it's-
this, perhaps the
Yeah.
YouTube live, because we're having a hard time
Yeah,
keeping
we're
up
having
with
difficulty with
the
looking at two
Facebook
screens
Live.
at the same time. but-
Yes. So later, guys, the people from YouTube later. All right. Thank
Okay.
you. Sorry.
Sorry about that. We have to concentrate on our Facebook Live. So this is again the Galaxy Note 8. And again, this phone just launched today
Yes.
in New York and other parts of the world, and also in the Philippines. This phone is being launched today. Yeah, and it will be
And-
available soon, next month. Pre-orders.
September 8th, starting
Yeah.
September 8th to September 17th, and it's going to be available in both, offline stores, online stores.
There's also an option for home credit buyers. You can buy it
Yes.
through home credit. Of course, you
And
have to
there's-
meet a certain criteria. Also, there are carrier options, so you can get this from Globe or Smart, whichever carrier you are with right now.
But they haven't released the plans yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know though that Michael
Korea is asking how much is the Galaxy Note 8. Well, this phone is priced
Be,
at,
be prepared, guys.
drum roll please. Okay, this phone
49,990. So they have that much money.
just 10 pesos shy of 50,000. So if you have 50,000 pesos lying around, you might want to consider getting this phone. Again, 49,990 is the price for the Galaxy Note 8. This phone is the 64 gig variant, so you have
yes.
64 gigs of onboard storage
and 6 gig of RAM.
and 6 gigs of RAM, and you can expand it up to 256
Yes.
gigabytes, we're told by Samsung.
Micro SD slot.
Yeah,
right?
there's a
Yes.
micro SD card slot up here, up top, where the SIM card slot is also located. Okay, ang sabi ni Jofferson Jordella, it's very expensive, mahal masyado, mukhang tablet. But maganda siya. Yes, it's very pretty,
It
as you can
is,
see.
it is. It's
If
very
you've
much.
seen the Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, those phones look real nice. And this phone is no different. You have a curved screen, both sides, left and right. And there's almost no bezels up top and on the bottom of the device. So, almost no bezels. There are no physical buttons on the front. 6 gigs of RAM, again, Calo Campo, you're right, 6 gigs of RAM on this phone.
Yes.
So finally, there's a Samsung flagship,
yeah.
aside from the C9 Pro that has 6 gigs
6
of
gig.
RAM.
Because they're all 4 gigs, right?
Yeah. But when it comes to specs, this phone has the same processor inside the Galaxy S8. So you're looking at the Exynos processor 8895.
As always, right? Because the Snapdragon version is always available in the
United
US.
States and in Europe.
Super AMOLED ba siya? Yes,
Yes,
it
it's
is.
super AMOLED, and what's good about AMOLED on this device is that it's always on. There's an always on option, so when I turn the screen off, you can see the time, the date, and of course other notifications you might have on your phone. So if there are notifications, it will appear here. If you're playing a song on Spotify, you can actually swipe towards the left or right of the screen to control your playlist. You can jump forward or backward when it comes to your tracks. And again, there are a lot of options you can do with this always on display. The best of which, I think the most useful of which is when you take out the stylus, you can actually...
I like that part.
You can actually write on the screen. So I'm writing the words hello. So there you can see the words hello.
So even if the screen is off, right?
Yeah, even when the screen is off, you can write on the phone, and you can actually save that memo, or you can pin it to your always on screen, so it's always there when you turn off the phone. It's very useful. For example, when you're shopping for groceries, you have a grocery list. You might want to list down all the things you need to buy, all the things you want to buy, and then look at it without actually turning on the display of the phone, thereby saving on the battery life.
Yes. So that's again, when you take out the stylus, the S Pen, it will you can just write on it. And then you can make as many as 100 notes, guys.
Yeah, 100 pages of notes.
100 pages.
So there's a lot of pages, lots of things on your shopping list. If you have a lot of stuff to buy, definitely it will be useful to you. And there's other options like being able to translate text on the fly using the S Pen. You can translate stuff just by pressing on the pen.
A phrase or a word.
Yeah,
I know that
highlighting
we have like
specific
70
phrases.
plus languages that are supported. Yes. So so
definitely
there's a lot you can do with that.
One of the most useful features for this phone. And Rafael, you're right, 6.3 inches is the
6.3,
size
because
of this
someone
phone.
was asking if it's 5.7 inches. No, it's not. It's 6.3, but the way... I mean, I can't blame you if you think that this is 5.7 inches, because you can easily wrap your finger around it. It doesn't look like it's a 6.3 inch phone.
Yeah, it's
which
one
is
of the
very
most
good
handy 6.3 inches, above 6 inches types of devices. It's almost phablet size.
Yes.
Yes, in terms of screen size.
But it's so easy to handle.
Unlike most phones out there, you can actually use this phone one-handed, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, just for comparison, I have this phone here. I think this one should be familiar to you guys. This phone is the Sony Xperia XZ Premium.
All right.
And this is quite a big phone. This is, I think, 5.5 inches. Yeah, 5.5 inches on this phone. Let's just compare it to how this phone looks.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a 5.5 inch phone.
They see our
They see our faces because, of course, the mirror finish on the Sony Xperia.
This is the 5.5 inch Sony Xperia
XZ Premium.
XZ Premium. This is 5 inches again. And this is 5.5. And this is a 6.3 inch device. So look at their difference. Look at that. It's almost the same,
height,
right?
But you get, of course, a lot more screen on this phone compared to this phone.
Yeah.
Let's compare to another 5.5 inch phone. This is the HTC U11. And of course, this is also a 5.5 inch device. Compare the size of the HTC U11. Compare that to what you're looking at on the Galaxy Note 8. They're almost the same height.
Yes.
So this again is a 6.3 inch device. Almost phablet or tablet sized.
But looks like it's so much smaller, right?
I was actually looking for an iPhone 7 Plus to compare this phone with.
No.
But unfortunately, we're using this that phone, the iPhone, to record this video on Facebook Live.
Okay, Kyle has a question here.
Is it 3,400 milliamp hour? I believe this is
3,000.
Yeah, let us look at our notes.
Okay. Just checking because I just want to be sure about it. You can just go ahead and talk about it while I confirm. Okay, I just want to confirm the battery size. I know it's 3,000 plus.
Yeah, it should be above 3,000. Again, what sets this phone apart compared to most other flagships, I mean, is that this phone also has IP68 certified water resistance. So you can actually dip this phone accidentally, of course, in the pool or any body of water, clean body of water, I might add, and it should survive that predicament. It should be okay with a little bit of splashing and those accidental spills. And also the S Pen is also IP68 certified. So both
both of them,
the device and the S Pen that comes with it are IP68 water resistant.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they have an offer, right? They will replace the. Did we talk about that earlier?
Kyle, it's 3,300. Yeah,
yes.
You're right about.
Oh my God, sorry.
Garrick just joined us. Hi, Garrick.
No, don't say that.
Okay, so this is an IP68 certified device.
So 30 minutes,
up to 5 feet
meters.
of water.
Oh.
Up to 5 feet of water, 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, being submerged.
So
and I understand that what you were saying a while ago, Samsung is including a special screen replacement warranty for this phone.
Warranty. That's 6 months, guys.
Yeah, that's 6 months within purchase. So if you buy this phone, again at 49,990, you will be able
that's around
to get
$1,000 or 900 plus.
You'll be able to get a 6 month limited one-time free screen replacement. So if ever that you want the screen replaced for whatever reason, if it's scratched, if it's broken, if it's cracked, or you accidentally drop it, or you just want your screen replaced for whatever reason you might have, then Samsung will replace the screen within the warranty period. Again, that's 6 months within the date of purchase.
Yes.
And in terms of options, you can buy this via home credit. You can use your credit card up to 36 months, 24 months, I think. And then you can also get this phone through your carrier. So if you're a Smart or Globe subscriber and you're up for your recontraction period, if you're getting a new phone, a new flagship phone, then you might be able to see an offer for the Galaxy Note 8. Then it would be, of course, under a very expensive plan, but you might want to check it out as well.
Okay, we have the price. I know that it's kind of expensive for most of us. The thing is, we have been, there was a report before that smartphones, the flagship phones, will become more and more expensive, right?
Yeah.
So even the iPhone is expected to come at around more than $1,000. So so this is it. We're actually looking at it right now. Because like, for example, the S8 Plus, it costs 45,990, correct? So this is like 4,000 pesos more expensive than the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus.
Yeah.
But for that, you're getting a bigger screen. And then, of course, guys, this is the first, as expected, this is the first Samsung phone to have dual rear cameras.
Yeah,
all right?
Speaking of high-end specs, this phone has 2 rear-facing cameras. So there's a regular lens here. Not sure which one. But there's supposed to be a regular lens here, and there's another telephoto lens for the 12 megapixel camera. Both are 12 megapixel cameras. And what you can do with the telephoto lens of one of the cameras is you can actually zoom in up to 2 times.
2 times.
So 2 times optical zoom on the subject you're looking at. which
you
is
know,
very useful if you're, taking a photo when you're far away from the subject and
Yes.
you want. There's no way to get close to it.
we took videos and photos
Mm-hmm.
earlier, so we will just publish it at
Yeah.
review.com.ph. Again, it's revu.com.ph. Well, actually, the initial review is up already on the site. It's just that, that is actually not complete yet. We still have to put more photos there, but then I know that we promised you that we will be going live at 11:01. So yeah, so we just had to publish it without photos yet. We'll just update it, okay?
Yeah, we have to do this, guys. So the article had to take a back seat,
But it's there at the site
but
already.
it's already up.
Anyhow,
Leah Francis is asking,
Hi, Leo.
gulat siya yata that it's available
Home
on
credit,
home credit.
yes.
It's
It will
available
be.
on home credit up to 12 months, I think, 0% depending on, of course, whether you are approved for that particular transaction.
Yeah. So $45,990.
Yeah.
And again, dual rear cameras.
Yeah, dual rear cameras. One has a telephoto lens, the other has a regular lens. And besides being able to zoom in on the subject, what you can do is bokeh shots. So there's
course.
actually what Samsung is calling the live focus feature. So if you press on this feature, you can actually take portrait photos, nice portrait photos with a lot of bokeh or background blur on the photo.
Yes.
So what
It
happens
actually
is,
did quite well, right?
yeah, we tested it, and of course,
Of course, we have to take
we
more and more
have to
photos
do
in different
a
conditions.
lot more testing, but so far so good. The cameras perform very well. They're actually comparable to the Galaxy S8,
Yes.
the cameras of that phone, and the S8 Plus. And that's no surprise because this phone has the same 12 megapixel sensor found
Yes.
in the Galaxy S8. If you're wondering about aperture, it's f1.7 for the standard lens and f2.4 for the one with the zoom lens, the
lens.
telephoto lens. And the front camera is 8 megapixels. Yeah, there's no front-facing flash.
There's wide angle, right?
Yeah,
I
there's
was taking
wide
photos
angle
earlier.
mode, and also
You can take two photos in one
combine them
shot.
into, yeah, that's a wide angle panorama mode apparently. So again, this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. What's new here are the two rear-facing cameras. Of course, you still get the S Pen and all the tricks, software tricks it comes with. And you get the 6.3 gorgeous AMOLED display. You get an 6 gigs of RAM. You get a fast Exynos 8895 processor. You get a 3300 milliamp hour battery. Android
And-
Nougat.
We are hoping because they have this 8-point battery.
I'm just going to run NBA 2K17, so you guys
Okay.
can see how this phone performs in terms of
I'm sure because
playing video
we
games.
get a lot of questions.
Yeah, and the NBA 2K17, as badly
phones-
optimized as it is,
Exactly. So
is
let's
about
see if
the most testing video game I think you can run on your phone.
yes, because based on our experience, it's actually the iPhone 7 Plus 7 that was able to really,
Play
play the game at high
Yeah.
settings.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So I'm going to put all the settings on high. So everything
And then
high,
show them.
and then I will show you guys that everything is on the high settings. Okay.
Okay.
just
While
wait
you
a
do
minute.
that, I'll just answer Ryan Diaz Pascual and Siaco's question. How much is a cell phone? As we said earlier, it costs $49,990.
Yeah, 49,990.
But yes, for me, it's really for the as we discussed with
really
Abe
for
earlier,
the postpaid market.
postpaid
this
market.
phone.
Yes.
Because no doubt the telcos will come up with something reasonable, something competitive when it comes to offering this phone, especially particularly vis-a-vis the iPhone, the next iPhone.
Yes.
So you will be able to see plans that will go head to head against the next iPhone. So if you're thinking of the next iPhone, probably the iPhone 8, then you might as well consider the Galaxy Note 8. I'm showing you guys that everything is on high just to be sure
Again,
that
this
we
is
are going
NBA
to
2K.
play NBA 2K17 at the
I was supposed to
highest
say
settings
18.
possible. Possible for an Android phone, by the way. The iPhone, I believe, has more settings, graphical settings, and therefore more visually, pleasant to look at.
There.
Teo Saison has joined. Tay. Hello, Tay. So again, this is the
Norbert,
Galaxy Note 8.
hi.
We're just
Okay.
waiting for the game to load. Again, this phone has the same processing power found inside the Galaxy S8.
S8
so
and
it's
S8
an
Plus,
an
yes.
Exynos 8895 processor, but compared to the S8 and S8 Plus, this phone actually has 6 gigs
6
of RAM,
gigs of RAM. So
compared to
it
the 4
should
gigs of
be-
RAM you find in the current Galaxy flagships.
So it should be better for multitasking.
Yes, and
Right.
6 gigs is the most that Samsung currently offers on its smartphones.
Yeah, for example, the C9 Pro. This is actually the second one that has a 6 gig of RAM here in the Philippines.
Yeah, just turn off the audio just so you guys can properly appreciate the game running on this phone. As you can see, there are no lags so far, no problems running the game, very smooth. Again, this is all at high settings, and this just shows you what what this phone is capable of graphically. I'm just going to go into spectator mode so it will play by itself without
Cavs
me,
versus Warriors.
it's the default teams that are available,
Yeah.
so that's why we're playing them head to head. So there,
You go.
as you can see, the gameplay is very smooth, frame rates are high, and there are no lags whatsoever when it comes to playing the most, I think, most demanding game you can play on your smartphone right now.
So there. You can just check that out.
The $49.90 price, we can discuss that right now. The $49.90 price, $990 price of the Galaxy Note 8 is actually just 4,000 pesos more than the Galaxy S8 Plus.
Which is,
So-
again, 45,990.
Yeah, the Galaxy S8 Plus is 45,990 off contract. So if you're already thinking about getting the S8 Plus, or even the S8, or even any phone that is in that price range, in the 40,000 price range, then you might as well consider the Galaxy Note 8, especially because you can get this at 49,990. And if you're getting it through a credit card, I believe that should soften the blow on your wallet.
There.
I'm just going to continue playing the game. It just turned off, by the way. And I believe the game has quit on us for some reason.
But it's,
Anyway.
okay. But it's we have to take note. You have to take note. You have to tell them that this
But this is a
an
pre-production unit.
pre-production unit.
This isn't the
So-
final unit of this phone. The software running on this phone isn't the final software yet, and we were lucky enough to get our hands on it. So we're just showing you what this phone is capable of,
Yes.
and we're right now running NBA 2K17 again at the highest graphical settings possible.
So again, what are the? I know that there's another feature that's new here, which is like the
iMessage
message
on
of-
iOS and on the
yes.
iPhone.
So
and
maybe you
iPads.
can show them.
Yeah, so I'm just
How to
going
do
to stop it. Suffice to say, this phone can run this game smoothly, and if it can run NBA 2K17 smoothly or with no problems whatsoever, then definitely this phone will be able to handle anything you throw at it, even the most demanding games available. So we're just showing you the capabilities of the Note 8. And this phone is a beast of a phone with, again, 6 gigs
6
of RAM.
gigs of RAM.
The most powerful Samsung Exynos processor available. I'm just going to show you how fast this phone is when it comes to multitasking. So I'm going to very quickly just
Yeah.
cycle through the apps that are available on this phone that we have opened recently. And as you can see, it doesn't take long for the apps to load,
So it's fast. You
even
can
when
really
they're
handle it.
sitting idly in the background
Yeah.
for minutes now.
There are a lot of apps open there.
Yeah. So again, this is the Galaxy Note 8. 6 gigs of RAM will help you.
Bo
Bo
said,
is asking whether to get this phone or the
No, we
iPhone 8.
can't say that. we can't.
Yeah, we can't say for
yet.
sure because we haven't
Because you
seen
haven't
what
seen the
Apple
iPhone
has in store
8
for
yet.
us. But definitely consider this phone if you're looking for a big screen phone, because I understand that the iPhone will probably come in a more modest size, screen size at least, so probably around 5 inches.
We'll see. Let's see. There's a lot of there are a lot of rumors around it, but you never know.
Anyway, Alora was talking about the live message feature on the Galaxy Note 8.
Yes, there
And
it
I'm
is.
going to show you guys.
Can you see it?
Again,
the
this
one
is
with the heart.
This is the air command menu of the Note series. This should be familiar to guys who have owned a previous Galaxy Note phone. And you can quickly cycle through the settings and choose what you want. For this instance, we're going to choose live message because
The one with the heart.
this is a
earlier with
new
the purple.
feature for the phone, by the way, and it's exclusive. It's exclusive to this phone, the Galaxy
Yes.
Note 8. So I'm going to write again the word hello, and you can actually send this note with that same animation to any friend you might have on
Or
any
any
app they are using.
Yeah, may it be Viber, WhatsApp.
So once I
Or-
click done, it will render that graphic, and you can actually send that graphic to your friend on any platform. So it's the same animation he or she will see. So if you send that animation on Messenger, on WhatsApp, on Viber, he or she will see the same thing,
Yeah.
same graphics. Okay, so I can click share. There's a share button here, and as you can see, there are a lot of available options. These are not all that are available on this phone, but in this case, these are the options. Again, you can use this on any platform on Android.
Yes.
Yeah. So WhatsApp,
So
WeChat, yeah, you can use this feature to send these types of graphical messages to your friends.
or Viber, I don't know which is the
Yeah. And again,
Most
this is
popular in the
exclusive to this phone, the live message, which you can launch either by going to the air command option
or
and
you can go to
choosing
messages.
it, or you can do it
The one
via
that we
the
did
messages
earlier.
app.
There, maybe you can check there. That's a message,
So this is the messages app of this phone.
and then click on that.
I'm just going to compose a message.
So we're just composing a message right now. We're trying
So
to.
this is the
there.
keyboard, the default keyboard of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. And in
And
order to do a live message, I
here.
have to click on the heart here.
Again, it's a heart button. That's for the live message.
So you can draw anything you want, including this heart right here. Just going to encircle it there. And I'm
Stop
going
it.
to click done. And what that does is render the graphic. And of course, after that renders, you can send it to anyone you want using any platform they may be using.
There.
Hello,
Okay.
Carlo Lopez. I don't know who that guy is.
And Ran was asking if I like it. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, this is
yes.
about as good as you can get for a flagship phone, not just an Android flagship. Of course, this is objectively the best Android phone you can get, you can buy right now.
It's a little boxier than the S8, right?
And some people might not like that. Some people might actually
Yeah,
like
so
the design
it
of the
really-
Note 8.
It now really depends on what you want, because Samsung has given you options. If you
Yeah.
want the one with dual cameras, then go for this. Or maybe if you just want the pen, then go for this. You have lots of money, go for this.
Yeah,
If
definitely
you wanted
if
this,
you have a lot of cash to burn,
if
go
you
for
want a
this phone.
curvier design, then go for the S8 Plus, perhaps.
Yeah, so there are a lot of options.
Yes. Go ahead, Ren.
So there are a lot of options definitely available to you. You can get the S8 if you want something smaller, the S8 Plus if you want a big screen, but you don't want the harder features of the Note 8. You don't want the stylus, you don't want the dual rear-facing cameras, and you feel that the camera of the S8 or S8 Plus alone is good enough for you, then definitely you should go for that. But if you want something more capable that is faster when it comes to all the tasks you might throw at it, and one that is more capable when it comes to multitasking, then definitely consider this phone.
Yeah. This is 6 gigs compared to the S8 and S8 Plus.
More feature proof, by the way, because again, this phone has 6 gigs of RAM, and this phone has an IP68 rating, so you can actually
same as the
S8, same as the S8 Plus and the S7 phones before it. Again, this is the Galaxy Note 8, and Geoffrey is asking when the phone will launch in the Philippines.
Release date.
Actually, it will go on pre-order from September 8 to 17.
Yes. So that's just a few weeks from now. So if you have the money, then just wait for this one. And just pre-order starting September 8. Right, so you have a lot. Again,
there's no
you have a lot
definite
of
date
options
yet for the release, but probably next month because the pre-order will last only until September 17.
Yes.
And if you get this phone under the pre-order period, you're going to get a special, I think, a Bluetooth speaker from AKG
worth around,
I don't know,
5,000 plus or something.
Yeah, but you have that freebie if you're going to, get this phone under the pre-order period again. And you get 6 months of free screen replacement service for this phone.
So if you have if there's a small,
there's a dent, there's a scratch on this phone, you want the screen replaced, you can avail of that service. And if it's under 6 months within the data purchase, they will actually replace the screen of your phone for free.
All right. So Zel Bilacho says, hi. She was disappointed with the
Samsung Galaxy Note 7.
And
we actually asked Samsung about the Galaxy Note 7, and similar to what they said with the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, they have done a lot of changes to how they manufacture their phones, how they manufacture their batteries, and put together their phones. And they are aware that before there were battery problems with the Galaxy Note 7, but now they are able to produce this phone safely and efficiently, so you should encounter no problems whatsoever when it comes to using this phone. In other words, this phone should be 100% safe, and Samsung is confident with that claim.
They have this 8-point battery safety check, right?
Miko is asking, may snake po ba yan? Thanks. Okay. Miko, if you're going to play snake with your phone, then you might as well get the Nokia 3310.
Get a dumb
which is
phone.
Just a fraction of what this phone costs, because this phone again retails for 49,990.
Yes. So well, let's see how it does in the next few weeks. After the release, we will be able to really see the performance of how the battery goes after.
Yeah, after we've done our usual testing with this phone.
We wouldn't really know, but then hopefully, I'm really hoping and praying that Samsung gets it right this time, because really, even the Note 7 was an excellent phone. The thing before it blew up,
literally
in flames
for some people.
Yes. So I'm hoping that that wouldn't happen again.
Yeah.
Because it's sayang. It's a really great phone.
By the way, this phone comes with Bixby, and if you don't know what Bixby is, it's the digital assistant of Samsung. So it's like Siri, it's like Google Assistant, except it's on your Samsung phone. And up to now, what Samsung had was called Bixby Vision.
Vision.
So it works with the camera of their phone. So what you can actually do is turn on Bixby Vision, and you can actually point at something, and the phone will tell you what you're actually looking at.
Yes.
But with the recent Bixby upgrade,
yesterday.
yeah,
right?
Bixby Voice was launched. So there's Bixby Vision, there's now Bixby Voice, which allows you to send voice commands to your phone. And what's nice about Bixby Voice is that it allows you to send complex commands to the smartphone.
Yeah, so it's not just
so for
one,
example,
the one Jam was telling us about, or
Yeah.
was showing us earlier, right?
not just telling your phone to set an alarm at this hour, or telling you to send a message to your mom, or call your mom.
Yeah, for example,
without
you
holding the phone.
want to post a status update on Facebook. What you do is say open Facebook,
Yeah.
and then
Just launch the Bixby app by holding on the Bixby button
Yes.
here, just below the volume button. This is not the power button, by the way. This is the power button on the right edge of the phone. On the left edge, you have your volume rocker and the Bixby button. So if you press down on the Bixby button, it will actually launch Bixby Voice. Unfortunately, we can't show it to you because this phone doesn't have Bixby Voice yet.
yes,
But for the Samsung Galaxy S8 owners, the S8 Plus owners, and
can
when
check
this
it out
phone
already.
launches,
Yes.
yeah, that
It will
feature
have
should be
that.
available. So when you press and hold the Bixby button, it will actually appear right here, the digital assistant. It will ask you what you want. You can just speak to the phone. You can tell it to take a photo. And of course, talking about complex commands, you can actually tell the phone using Bixby to take a selfie with a 5-second timer, for example.
yes,
And you can't do that with Google Assistant. You can't do that with Siri right now. But with Bixby Voice, which comes with the Galaxy Note 8 and all the S8 phones,
at least we're
should be able to
seeing
do that.
we're seeing a lot of updates, right?
Yeah, you can
So
even tell the phone using Bixby Voice to look for a particular picture on social media. So if you can, if you're looking for a photo of a dog, for example, you can tell Bixby Voice to
look for
search for a photo of a
photo.
dog on Twitter, and it will show you the results on the phone.
There you go. So what else have we not touched upon?
I believe almost everything except the part right here. This phone again has the iris scanner.
Oh
So
yeah,
you can actually unlock the phone using just your face or your eyes.
facial recognition. And I was so surprised earlier that it recognized my face in
The
just
sensor is here, by the way.
in just a fraction of a second. That's how fast it was, right? Because I enrolled my face, and then it recognized it in. I was like
In just a
thinking,
split
what?
second.
Yeah,
You can't
I
even
was,
see the phone. Transitioning from the lock screen to the home screen, you can't see the transition between those screens, just to show you how fast it works.
it was really fast.
Yeah, you don't even see it happening in the background, unlocking
And I was
the phone
saying,
using your face.
what just happened? It opened, and you
If you're
said,
seeing
no,
this
it's
right
really
now,
like that.
I'm unlocking the phone using the fingerprint scanner on the rear panel, which is actually too, I think, in my
think a
opinion,
little-
it's
a
too
little
far
far,
up.
though. Yeah.
It's too far up. Samsung should have placed it somewhere here, given how tall this phone is. They could have placed the fingerprint sensor somewhere here or on the side, just so it will make it easier to unlock the device. But again, we can't do anything about that. Obviously, the fingerprint scanner is right here on the back, and if I touch on it, it will unlock the phone. And if that looks fast to you, wait until you use the facial unlock
Oh, yeah, I
or
have
facial
that,
recognition software on this
it's hard for
phone.
me to
It's
go
actually
there.
faster. Yeah,
It's faster.
unlocking the phone with your eyes or your face is actually faster than unlocking it with your fingerprint. And again, credit to Samsung for coming up with such great software.
Yes. So yeah, what else?
This screen is the Bixby screen, by the way. So if you swipe towards the left of the screen, you can actually bring up this menu. You can see all kinds of contextual information. So you have here the weather, places that are near where you are actually, and of course you have here a carousel of news and updates you might want to read about.
Yeah, so just share it. Thanks, Raynan, for sharing our video.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so that's about
Ran,
it.
that was fast though.
Yeah,
Me
it was really
unlocking the
fast.
phone
Fast.
with the
Wait till you
scanner.
see the facial recognition scanner. How it works, I mean.
I'm not
It's really
even
fast.
placing my phone, my fingerprint properly, and yet it unlocks the phone in an instant.
There.
Yeah.
So-
I'm playing with it right now.
Stop playing with it.
Again, before we end, this phone is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8.
Maybe it's time to, it's right now. It's fingerprint magnet though.
Yeah,
So
because
just-
there's glass on both ends. There's glass on the
It's
front,
glass, guys.
glass
That's
in the
why.
back, and there's a thin metal frame that holds everything into place.
There. So yeah, it's better, right?
Yeah, 6.3 inches compared to, I think, 5.7 inches on the Galaxy Note 7. So we don't have the Galaxy Note 7 to compare this phone with right now. But if you put them side by side, you'll notice that the Galaxy Note 8 isn't too isn't too big compared to the Galaxy Note 7, and yet it has so much more screen up.
There. Maybe next time we'll have better lighting because right now we're just in a room with yellow lighting and we haven't brought any lights. So sorry for the lighting condition, guys. But yeah.
Does it feel solid? Yes, it feels reassuring
Oh
to
yes,
hold.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely. It's actually kind of heavier than the S8 Plus, right?
I believe it's around 190 grams. So it's definitely heavier.
Yeah.
Definitely
is-
heavier than most phones out there.
Yeah, it feels so premium. There you go. So, again, this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and it has just been launched in New York. There you go. Can you see us? There. So, for those who just joined, again, this is 49,990. And
Pre-orders
then
start September 8th.
until September 17. All right.
So next month, this phone probably will be available in stores. Yeah, if you're looking for a flagship
We
upgrade,
don't have three online stores, right? Lazada, Argo Mall, and
I think it's also available on Abenson.
Abenson.
Yeah.
Online, right?
Also home credit. So if you're
Yes.
if you want to get a phone through home credit because you don't have a credit card, you can purchase this phone at 0% interest. Of course, subject to the home credit policies and guidelines.
Yeah, but I guess this is great also for. Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
Expect all the flagship phones to be more expensive.
But if you're
In the
getting
next
an iPhone from a telco, you'll probably find a deal similar to what that telco has on offer for the Galaxy Note 8. So if you're going to decide between the next big iPhone, the iPhone 8 Plus, 7 Plus, 7S Plus, whatever it is going to be called, chances are the monthly payment that you pay for that phone will be the same as the one you're going to pay for the Galaxy Note 8. Because again, this phone will probably cost just as much as what the next iPhone will retail for.
Maybe that it's even more expensive.
Yeah, probably even more expensive.
Just like right now.
This phone has 64 gigs of storage, by the way.
Yeah, 6 gigs of RAM.
Expandable
Again, guys,
storage.
have we covered everything?
Yeah, I believe
Almost
that's
everything.
everything. Yeah.
Anyhow, so yeah, we didn't expect that people would be watching this.
Yeah,
because
appreciate it,
it's
guys.
past 11
Appreciate
already.
you staying up with us.
So yeah, and appreciate also for bearing
Yeah,
with us.
for bearing
with lighting and all.
lighting condition.
But at least you're able to see the Galaxy Note 8 as well. All right. So again, thank you guys for joining.
And if you like more updates, more tech updates, and of course, if you're waiting for our review of the Galaxy Note 8, it's already up, by the way, on our website. That's review.com.ph. That's revu.com.ph. You can also find us on Facebook. That's fb.com/reviewphilippines.
Yes. So see you again, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Winfred. That means a
please-
lot to us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Ran. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Ran, for tuning in.
Okay.
Bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye. Time to sleep because
Go to sleep,
I'm
guys.
not feeling well, actually.
There's probably work tomorrow, so you guys have to sleep.
I'm not feeling